Okay, so on your paper, there's one like it. Now, look, it's compound because we've got two. We have two signs and two sides. So if I look with my x, let me highlight. Here's my highlighter. What is with my x? Let's highlight all this. 3x minus 8. So what do I need to move first? The 3 or the 8? The 8. What is the opposite of minus 8? Plus 8. So if I add 8 here, normally I just add it to the other side. But how many other sides are there? 2. So this one's different. You got to add it a couple of times. Are we okay with that? So then that cancels out. And let me bring everything down. So negative 14 plus 8, what is that? Negative 6, right? I hope so. Then I have a 3x. And then what is 13 plus 8? 21. Is everybody okay so far? So look, if you need to, do step 1 on yours real quick. Okay, yours is just like this, right? So you'll move that number. I'll give you a second. Do y'all want a second to move your first number? If you're having trouble with that one. You'll either add or subtract it. You do the opposite. Because I think y'all have like 3 of these. Okay, now what's with my x? On mine, it's 3. Yours is a different number, but on mine, it's 3 and it's being multiplied. So what do? Divide. I'll divide this by 3, and don't forget compound inequality. I've got to divide both of them by 3. Okay, no signs are going to change because I just divided by a positive 3. So I get negative 2, that's an x, and then 21 divided by 3 is 7. So I have x between negative 2 and 7. Okay, and then I would graph x between those two numbers. It's a lot of numbers to write. I hope I don't run out of room. Barely made it. Okay, x is between negative 2 and 7. Are those open or closed circles? Open. So I'm going to do an open circle at negative 2, open circle at 7, and I'm going to shade between those. And that's my answer, that's my graph, both of them. I need both of them. Okay, so now that is like 3 of yours. If you need to go over 3 of yours, I'm going to pause this. And then I'll do one like the your quiz grade. Did y'all need help on that one? Or some of us don't. Are some of y'all done?
I have one more.
You have one? Okay. Well, and go ahead. If you're done, you can bring it and I'll check it. But if you're still working, just
Can you help me on 10?
on which one?
10.
Yeah, 10 it says, oh, that one is a tough one. 3 consecutive even numbers. Let me actually, I didn't pause it. There we go. Okay. Let me help everybody with number 10, and if you need it back, Lane, you can come grab it. 3 consecutive even numbers have a sum between 84 and 96. What's my low number? What's my high number?
Your low 84.
Yep, your low number is 84, and your high number is, what did we say, 96. Okay? If you have 3 consecutive even numbers, and it says let n represent your first one. So my first number is, and we're going to be between them. Does it say it's, yeah, between. So just like that. I think it says for this one, it can be equal to. Okay, your first number is n. That's what it's telling us. Let the smallest number be n. Okay, and we're talking about adding it. What would your next number be? If you're doing, okay, if you have 2, what's your next number? Let's just pretend it's 2. What's your next number? 4. What did you do from 2 to 4? Added 2. So your next number is n plus 2. Okay, what would the next number be? Not n plus 2 again. What would it be? N plus 4. Okay, that's how, that one's weird. That's how you do it. That's your first even number, your second even number, and your third even number. So what do you do to combine all those n's? You're just going to add the n's together. How many n's are there?
3.
Yeah. So I'm going to say I've got 84 and I've got 96. I have 1, 2, 3 n's. And what's my other number in here? 2 and 4 makes 6. Now y'all finish solving that one. Okay, see, Trevor, if you can do it from there. I think you can. But that's how you set that one up for anybody that was needing help. This lesson, but I'm going to do the paper with you. So the first one, just like what we've been doing, it says all real numbers that are greater than -7 and less than 7. All right, so it has the word and. When it has the word and, you write it in between. So I'm going to write x between what two numbers?
-7 and 7.
Yeah, the lower one goes over here and the bigger one goes over here. And it says that it's greater than -7 and less than 7. That is exactly what that says. They must point that direction, not the other way. Okay? They must point this way. So it says -7 less than x less than 7. Or x is between -7 and 7. Or you can say x is greater than -7 and x is less than 7. If I graphed it, what two numbers would x be between? -7 and 7. Do we understand that? Hopefully we're starting to get that. Okay, let's keep going. This one we are graphing and we're going to write it out. It has the word or. Does everybody see the word or? I don't write it in between. If it has the word or, you do not write it in between. That's an and. Okay? Or you're going to actually write the word or. What do they write? Or. It's going to be one of those. Okay? So it says all real numbers n that are less than -6 or greater than 18. You just have to write the n twice. Okay? So we've got less than -6 or greater than 18. It looks like it's going to be A. Those are both open circles. What do you notice? They go different ways. Right? That's an or. Are we remembering? We're getting it. Getting the hang of it. I hope so. Okay. Let's keep going. This one, you have one like this on your paper, or you did. Y'all, if I did, some of you got it wrong, and I just corrected it and filled in your circle. It's okay. At least and at most have the equal sign. All right? So it says x are all real numbers at most -8 or at least 6. So if it's at most -8, it can't go above -8. And it's got the word, what word is on there? Or. So I've got two different things that I'm going to write. I'm going to have all numbers that are at most -8. That means I cannot go above -8. -8 is the most that it can be. That would be the less than sign. Less than or equal to. Alright? For the real numbers that are at least 6, that's going to be this one. It's 6 or bigger. That's at least 6. Okay? If there are at least 6 boys on the basketball team, there are 6 boys or more. That's what at least means. Okay? So, then if I was to graph these, would these be open or closed circles? Closed. And they would be going opposite directions. Okay, are we getting that? Now, I will tell you, if this was an advanced algebra class, I would show you problems where they can go in the same direction. And or can both go that way. Or both go that way. But we don't really do that in here. But if you're ever like, oh, she didn't teach us that. If we were a little bit more advanced, I would. That's not in the book at all. So, I'm not saying y'all aren't advanced. I'm just saying it's not like AP class or honors class kind of thing. Okay, so I just want you to know that they can actually both go in the same direction. Now let's do this one. I did not show you one like this yesterday. It's an or, so there's two separate problems, right? So guess what I do? I just work them both out. All right, we're just working out two problems. So let's start with the one on the left. What would I do to solve for x? Can y'all see that? I can zoom in a little bit if you want me to. You done? You can set it up there.
17.
You what?
Add 17.
Not add 17. And look, I'm going to do this so we can see our two problems.
Add 3.
Add 3 to both sides. Add 3 to the 17, or to the negative 17. Okay? Actually, I'll draw a straight line so it's not. Okay. We're going to do the problem on the left. So 2x is less than negative 14. Then what do I do?
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2. So x is less than negative 7. Or, we have an or. Let's go solve the other one. Everybody good with that? Just two problems. It's a compound inequality. What do I do to solve this one? Subtract 6 from both sides. So 12x is greater than 12. Then what? Divide by 12. So x is greater than 1. It's an or, so they're going different ways. We're going from negative 7 that way, and we're going from 1 that way, right? Open or closed circles?
Open.
They're both open. Sometimes one can be open and one can be closed. Depends on the problem. Everybody good with that? Y'all can handle that? Yeah? It's just written a little bit different than yesterday. I think this one was actually written easier than some of the others that we've done. All right, let me get out my next page. This one you're not gonna like. This is where we kind of start to change a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna cover up our answers just to give us some room to write. Let's do this. There we go. I just want room to work these out. Now, looks kind of confusing, doesn't it? All right, I have an or, so I have two different problems. I'm going to draw my line to separate, that way it's not so confusing. It's like a jumbled up mess. So let's start with this one. I probably wouldn't put one this difficult on the test. Over here, I have a lot of things to move to solve for x. I immediately want to think, let me move this 3 down here, but that's not right.
You have to subtract 3.
You have to move this one. Do y'all see how that's not with the x? That's the first one you have to move. So you would subtract 3 from both sides. And now let's bring down this big fraction. This is a very advanced problem to me. Negative 4 minus 3 is negative 7. Now what would you do? Now we can multiply by 3. This looks like something we've done. That's actually a step further than what we've done. Okay, this you would multiply by 3, so those would cancel out. Over here, multiply by 3. 2x minus 1 less than or equal to negative 21. This also looks like problems we've worked out. What do we do next? Add 1. Add 1 to both sides. 2x is less than or equal to negative 20. Then what? Divide by 2.
Negative 10.
And x is less than or equal to negative 10. No sign change or anything. Then I'm going to write the word or. Don't want to forget, I have a whole nother problem over here. X is less than or equal to negative 10, or that means it's going that way. From negative 10 that way. Open or closed circle?
Closed.
Closed. And it's going that way. Let's see what happens over here. What do I do first?
Add 1.
Add 1. Okay, we got to move it because it's not attached. So let's add that 1. So all of this greater than or equal to 7. Then what do we do?
Multiply by 2.
Multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. So 8x minus 2 is greater than or equal to 14.
Add 2.
Add 2. Y'all got this down. 8x is greater than or equal to 16. And last step, divide by 8. If this isn't algebra, I don't know what is. Look at all this. That's one problem. Okay, so less than or equal to negative 10 goes that way, or it's greater than or equal to 2 going that way. Closed circles. Do I need to graph that, or are we okay with graphing? I feel like y'all are okay with graphing. We'll have study guides and all that next week. I just want to make sure y'all are good with working that out. So good so far? Now's a really big change. We're going to go away from working anything out and just looking at a picture. Okay? Think of it that way. So what we're about to do is called interval notation. We don't use it a lot, but today we do, and one more day we'll do like a fun little activity. It's like worth 30 or 40 points. It's not fun. I mean, it's just an activity though. I'll show you pictures, and you're going to use interval notation again. What chapter? I'm guessing it's chapter 4. Okay, so it's very important, but beyond that, we don't really see this again until you get into college algebra, and then you've forgotten it. So try to hold on to this. I really wish you could. I would love for you to remember interval notation. This is it. Did I show y'all? I did show y'all this already.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I went ahead and taught some of it. Okay, so this is really weird. It's not an ordered pair. It's called interval notation, and it starts at a number and it goes to the next number. That's what it's saying. If it's a parentheses, it's not equal to that number. If it's a bracket, it's equal to that number. So this one says we start at what number? -9, and we're going to go all the way up to what number? 3. Is this an open or a closed circle? Open, because it's not equal to it. So when it's a parentheses, it's an open circle. When it's a bracket, it's a closed circle. So we're saying we are going from -9 open circle to 3 closed circle.
D.
Which one matches it? You said D? Yep, -9 open circle to a 3 closed circle. It is D. See, it's just weird. It's different. I forgot I taught y'all a little bit of this though. Do y'all like that? These aren't bad, are they? Just strange. Okay. And then we have things like infinity. Remember we learned infinity and negative infinity? Infinity means it would keep going that way, right? What does negative infinity mean? It would keep going that way. Okay? So, can it be equal to that? Is infinity a number that it can be equal to? So we always use parentheses. All right. I think y'all are getting the hang of this already. This one down here, it says, how would you write this in interval notation? So it looks like, what's our smaller number?
-2.
And it goes up to 2. So at -2, would it be a parentheses or a bracket?
Bracket.
And at +2, it would be a parentheses. Which answer is it?
C.
C. We want like 5 of these on my test, don't we? Maybe. Some of you might not be getting it yet. It'll click. If it's not, it will click. Okay? But yeah, it's C because bracket around that one, and it goes up to 2, and we're not equal to it. So that's why it's
We
C.
just have a test for that.
For all this, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
we just do only that.
Well, you say that, I don't know. It does get, I don't know. So these aren't really, I don't know. We got 3 left. 3. I think y'all are handling this great. I've got 7 minutes and we got 3 left. Perfect. Okay, this next one. All right, what is the graph? It's got an or. Okay, so we've got 2 things going on. Let's just handle the first one and then we'll do the second one. So it's from negative infinity and it goes up to what number? 6. Is 6 an open or a closed circle? Open. So we're looking at negative infinity up to 6. Does everybody see that so far we're matching graph A and B? Because those are open circle at 6 and they're going towards negative infinity. Now the next one starts at what number? 8, and it's not equal to it, right? So it's this one. It's A. Alright. Y'all got this way better than I thought y'all would. Like this. Then this one, okay, these are a little different. It says it goes from negative infinity up to what number? 3. So what sign is that? Greater than or less than? If we're talking about going that way, it's a less than. So I would write, I know my answers are here, but I'm just going to write it out. X is less than, is it equal to 3? No. So my first one is X is less than 3. What's the word in between them? Or. Okay. That's just there to confuse you. Alright. This one, we start at what number? 6. And it's bigger. It's going to infinity. So X is greater than 6. So yeah, it's just A. Alright? So what do y'all get for number 10 then?
Less than negative 5 or D.
It's D. It's D. Why is that? Because it's saying, okay, it goes up to negative 5. So we are less than negative 5. It's got the word or. And then this one starts at 5. And it keeps going on. Okay? And that's it. That was the whole rest of that lesson. So what we're going to do, I think Monday and Tuesday, we will finish this whole chapter. Wednesday and Thursday, I have a lesson Wednesday, but I don't know that I'm going to do it. I can't remember what it is. If it's easy problems, if it's an easy problem, I have a feeling y'all would want me to put it on the test. Let me just see what it is. But if it's too much, I'm not going to put it on the test, okay? I have a feeling it was, why am I thinking it was an easy problem for that? Okay, really quick, I'll show you the problem and y'all can tell me. We won't do that lesson, but this is the problem that would be on your test. This is called a Venn diagram. These are usually super easy, so I hate to take this off the test because, it's one of the easiest problems. But it says, a doctor is examining 3 patients. Which symptoms do all 3 patients have in common? What are the symptoms? What are they?
Tiredness and joint pain.
Fever, tiredness, and joint pain. That would be your answer. Do we understand that? So you have 3 patients. Let's do this one is blue. We have patient red. And then if I have patient green, where do I see, where's the middle of them where all 3 of them are? Right here. Fever, tiredness, and joint pain. And that's the exact question on the test. I won't go through the lesson Wednesday because of time. I'd rather just review for 2 days. Do y'all want me to leave this one on there?
Yes.
I figured you would. It's just where they overlap. There's another one, since I've got like a minute. It says, what do a preacher, let me find it, but it's what do a preacher, a bank robber, and somebody else have in common. Let me look it up. It's a Venn diagram thing. I think I might have it on here. Let me pause this.